Well, here it is. It's Monday, January, what is it, 16th? January 16th. And I have some interesting news to report. I'm having second thoughts about becoming legally male. I've been questioning whether or not this decision that I wanted to become legally male had mostly to do with my intense dysphoria over my breasts. And, well, of course, you know, I had my total hysterectomy in 2008, so that took care of periods. So they took everything out, basically left the vagina. Everything else is out. All the other female reproductive organs are out. But this endocrinologist I'm going to now, well, she says that due to my personal cancer history and due to the genetic mutation that I have, which I don't know if other people in my family have it, I just assume they do, but I don't know. But the particular one that I have, which is the Lynch syndrome, the particular gene problem, the gene mutation I have is the MSH2 gene. And so, anyway, due to those factors, she wants to recommend me for a total bilateral mastectomy, which I'm not quite sure how that's different from like a trans man top surgery thing. Except I think they might remove more tissue doing a total mastectomy. Just the typical, simple, total mastectomy, you know. And it would likely not be performed by a plastic surgeon, but just by a regular, hospital surgeon. And I would probably have to stay in the hospital at least overnight, which wouldn't be such a bad deal. But so my question to myself is, if they are going to do this, if she's going to recommend me for this surgery as a prophylactic mastectomy, breast cancer preventive mastectomy, then am I still going to feel the need to continue taking the testosterone, and most of all to legally change my name and gender marker to male? Or will I be comfortable just reverting back to being a butch lesbian? I don't know. That's the question I'm asking myself today. I mean, did I really pursue this sex change thing mainly to get rid of my breasts? I mean, is that it? Because if that's it, and that doctor is gonna recommend me for a total double mastectomy, and I'm gonna be rid of them, I'll have a flat chest, maybe a really flat chest. But is that going to be enough? Because I've been thinking about this, and I guess maybe over the weekend it kind of bugged me too. There were a couple of times when we went out to restaurants over the weekend, and I think the first one was on Friday night. We went over to a Mexican restaurant that we like, And the young guy, I mean, throughout the whole thing, you know, whenever I spoke, you know, I spoke like this with a deep voice. And yet at the end of the meal, he called us ladies. And I was like, I just got ladied, you know. Sometimes I get sirred. Just by the sound of my voice, I get sirred, you know. And sometimes I get ladied or ma'amed. Now, last night, well, no wait, it was Saturday. Saturday was Valentine's Day, and Maggie and I, to celebrate, we went over to Old Town Albuquerque, you know, which is the, you know, the traditional Mexican, you know, well, you know, Old Town. I don't know how to describe it, except it's all adobe buildings and all that kind of stuff, gift shops and all that. Anyway, we went over there and we ate at this Mexican restaurant that we used to eat at there before when we went. And again, the waiter referred to both of us as ladies. And I was like, whatever, you know. And I got to thinking, does it matter anymore to me, really? You know? Because honestly, is having a deep voice and more facial hair and body hair and all that stuff, is that really going to make me be seen as male? Is it really going to make a difference, or are people just going to see me and see my tiny hands? I have my mother's small hands. You know, are they going to look at my overall body and still see me as a woman, regardless of whether or not I have hair on my face or on my body? Or they'll just think I'm a hairy old woman, you know? There are women who, as they get older, they start growing body hair and facial hair as a natural consequence of the estrogen production declining. But anyways, and then let's be blunt. No matter what I do, if I, you know, deeper voice, facial and body hair, change my name legally to male, try to live as a male, no matter what I do, you know, where it really counts, you know, the genital area, I'll still be female, you know. The clitoris may grow significantly, but I'm not really going to have a penis. And, you know, even if I decided I wanted to try to have a phalloplasty, it's still not the same as one you're born with. And it's very expensive, and there's a lot of scarring, and blah, blah, blah. So I already decided I wasn't going to do this phalloplasty. You know, I can use, you know, they have those glue-on prosthetics that some of them look pretty realistic. And now the one from Real Magic, you can actually stand and pee now, but you can't use it for sex. So really, what's the point? You know, when I was living as a butch lesbian, you know, I already had all the freedom that I could possibly want, you know, to define myself and define my life and to live the way I want to live. So is it really that important to me to try to get people to see me as a male? You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm not, you know, a man trapped in a woman's body. You know, maybe I'm not. Maybe it's just been mostly about the boobs and the periods. You know, like I said, the periods have been gone for some time now because of the hysterectomy, and the boobs are about to be gone. So once I get rid of the boobs, then What does it matter? You know, I could still legally be a woman. Now, the one thing I know I am definitely still going to do, I'm going to change my first name and get rid of my middle name. I never did like my first name. I never really was crazy about my middle name either. But I am going to legally change my first name to Chris. Not short for Christine, just Chris. Because it's a nice androgynous name, and I'll feel comfortable with it, and it'll be easier to spell than my legal first name now. I won't have to spell it out to people. Chris. The only thing they may ask is with a C or a K. You know. No middle name. I don't see any point. I don't need a middle name. Legally, I mean, if I have to legally, if I have to have a middle name, I guess I'll pick one out. You know, another gender-neutral name like maybe Leslie or something. But you know, but I am definitely going to legally change my first name to Chris. Whether I, you know, remain legally female or switch to legally male, either way, my name's still going to be Chris. So. But I'm just questioning now whether it's really going to be necessary for me to try to legally live as a male, you know. So I got to talk to Maggie about it. I stayed up most of the night last night. I usually stay up late listening to music and doing my word puzzle books, my word search puzzle books. But then about 3 o'clock I was gonna, you know, I was tired and I was gonna, you know, go to sleep. But then I laid there and I couldn't stop thinking about it. And then I got up and I started writing in my journal. And by the time I finally got back to bed, I think it was like 4:30. I had trouble sleeping. But I got to talk to Maggie about this. I told her this morning I got something I need to talk to her about tonight, so we'll talk about it. I think she would definitely be happier if I legally remained a female, and we'd still be a lesbian couple, you know. And here in New Mexico, they have legal gay marriage, so we can still get married, legally married here. Which is nice. We just get married as two women instead of a man and a woman, which would be fine, you know. But anyway, that's all I have to say for now. This video is getting kind of long, so. But yeah, I'll stay, you know, I'll keep my channel here updated with what's going on. But I really need to seriously think about this, because if I get what I want, you know, which is getting rid of my boobs, then there may not be a need to continue to try to legally become male. I might continue taking the testosterone for a while, I don't know, you know. I may continue taking it and cut back the dose, you know, so that I don't get too masculinized, but I don't know, you know, we'll see. But I might just go back to being a butch lesbian, just say, hey, you know, I'm still a woman, I'm still a lesbian, I'm still butch. I may decide to do that, so we'll see. But anyway, this is Chris, and anybody that watches my channel, I want to thank you for watching, and I hope that all is well with everybody, and I wish you folks back east, God bless you, and I wish you all the luck in the world with all that snow you've been getting. So until next time, this is Chris, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.